My name's Alex Nicolini. I tattoo. I also teach graphic design. I think that most of my art is like my dark side. I guess I just let it feed into that in the art because I always had this curiosity of the unknown, you know? So like, I don't know, examples like New Orleans and all that swamp bayou stuff is like super intriguing to me. Not that I want to play with fire, but I've always kind of played with fire. Like, I've never played with a Ouija board because I think that's going a little too far and you're inviting things you shouldn't invite. But things like that, you know, like just exploring the things that other people are scared of. My dad growing up always would do these little doodles when he'd get home from work, and I would like, this is a really touching story by the way, and I would take them in my room and try to copy them, and I'd do that every day, and I've drawn every day since. I was like probably 5 or 6. I really don't think I got good, if you could even call what I do now good, because I think, you know, everybody's always trying to improve, but when I first started liking my stuff wasn't until I graduated high school. Like everything I did prior I thought sucked, so it took a long time to appreciate my own work, I guess. I think that a lot of times the people who aren't creative just see creative people's skill and then they think you're good enough to do this, like replicate this, copy this, and they just want to copy everything because they have no vision. They're not the creative, right? So that just kind of, I don't know. I wish you could get that through people's heads, but I don't think you can because it's just, we're two different people. I don't have the same mindset as a banker, you know what I mean? So. I guess it's just because it's probably the same for you, but it's just because it's like art was never for somebody else. Like, again, even in videography and the work you do, like, you didn't start doing that because you wanted to make money off of it. You just thought it was cool. And I think that's kind of where I'm at with all of it. It's like, I feel like if you put pressure to sell yourself in the art industry, you end up doing a lot of things and you end up hating art. You're pushing yourself to do stuff you don't want to do just for the money. And then the money becomes the more important thing and it becomes a job and it's not fun anymore. It's not. And like you get people that have artist block or writer's block or whatever, you know, anybody in the creative industry at all will go through that. And I truly believe that's from doing too much shit you don't want to do. Like if you could just sit around and film shit or tattoo or draw shit you want to draw all the time, you would never get burnt out. So it's like they're like the advertising yourself and selling yourself in the art game. I think that brings on a lot of stuff that you don't want to do, whereas if you just let it sell itself, people will come to you for what you're good at, not come to you for what they want, if that makes sense. I mean, you can still give them what they want, but your style. Art in general, I always thought of as like a rebellious thing. So graffiti artists really have, that's where I guess I get most of my inspiration from. Because if you look at street art, it is so much different than any other kind of art. Where it's like just dope lettering. I love dope lettering. I do graphic design too, so typography is big for me. And that's pretty much it. I don't look to a lot of like fine art or anything. I'm not very good with art history either, so I'm like a terrible artist because I don't pay like pay my dues to the ones before me or whatever, but I don't think art should be something you have to study or like look into, you know? I like doing realism with lines, if that makes any sense to anybody out there. But I do lines in everything I do, and then I shade off of those lines to get it as close to realism as I can, and it just creates this cool look, I think. A lot of high contrast. So, I don't know what you call it. It's just my style. If there is any artist out there, or upcoming artists, that are sweating trying to find their style, don't. Because it's not something you can just create. It just comes to you. Because in my opinion, style is like a mixture of all the techniques and things you learn from other people. You don't just get to pick your style. It just happens. Man, I don't really guess I have a direction yet. I'm not really that deep into tattooing. April of 2021 will be 2 years. So I don't know that I have a direction yet, but I just want to be able to do this and pay for all the cool shit I want. That's pretty much it. I don't want to sound like it's all about the money, but it's just one of those deals where you can get paid to do art and you get paid well. Like painting and stuff, sometimes I don't know. I had a hard time, I guess, painting and making money the way I have tattooing. Like people are more apt to pay for tattoos than paintings, I guess, you know. So, of course I love the art about it, and it's not all about the money, but it's just nice to be able to make decent money doing art, you know what I mean? We just gotta be better people, really. Like all this shit going on in the world right now, it's just crazy to me. Like just let people do what they want to do and stop being worried about what everybody's doing. You know, if I had to say one thing, that's it. Don't you think? Don't you guys think? I hate selling myself, so I'm not gonna do that. I think my work should speak for itself, but if you want to check my Instagram out, this is Bobby Wayne. Check it out.